Hi, everybody. Welcome to week number 14 of Business Simulation Workshop Online. As noted in the announcements, we are getting really close to the end here. This is Thanksgiving week, so again, have a great Thanksgiving, whatever your plans have in store for you. And gosh, before we know it, it's going to be Christmas time. The year just seems to have flown by. In any event, this week, you guys are going to be uploading your competition round 7 decisions. And then the following week, round 8, and that'll be the last round that you'll be working on. As we get into round 7 and 8, now is not the time to make any big changes. If you are doing really well, which a number of you teams are, just sort of batten down the hatches and keep on doing what you're doing. No big moves, getting a little late in the game to enter into new product markets and things of that nature. So, conservatism probably pays a little bit at this point. For those of you whose teams might be a little bit underwater or have some opportunity for improvement, I would focus on just, kind of fire sailing the inventory, because a lot of you who are having some issues just have a lot of inventory left. And, getting rid of that sort of at rock bottom prices might well be the way to go. There, but we'll visit with you a little bit more on your individual weekly debrief reviews. This week, we have a discussion question. But because it's Thanksgiving, just post your initial response, and that's all you'll need to do, and we'll get that graded for credit. Don't worry about making any replies or things of that nature. You'll have your week 14 assignment as usual, and then make sure you get your competition round number 6 debriefing in place as well. Just kind of a preview of coming attractions, I suppose. In week number 15, I guess it would be, so the week following Thanksgiving week, December the 2nd through the 8th. Again, you'll be uploading your final round to the simulation, and the CompXM exam will be opened up. We use CompXM, the CompXM exam sort of as just an assessment tool. It's worth some points, but you need to complete the thing and make a good faith effort at completing the thing. I can usually tell when people make a good faith effort versus when people just click on buttons. But make a good faith effort. You'll get the points on that. But we just like to see how the simulation has worked over the course of the class. So that will open up on December 2nd and will remain open through 5 p.m. on December 13th, which is your last day of class. It's an exam you just take online, obviously, and all you really need. Most people it takes 2.5 hours, something like that. You can start and stop it as you wish. You don't have to take it in one sitting. You essentially will play 4 rounds of the simulation and then answer some questions about each of those rounds. So it should be fairly familiar territory for most of you. And then in the last week, December the 9th, is it the 9th through the 13th, I guess, Monday through Friday, we have a short week that week. You will be, finishing your last debrief, and then you'll be doing your report to shareholders. And this is a template PowerPoint, which is posted under the assignment. You really just kind of need to fill in the blanks on the PowerPoint, and then submit that to me. And then what I do is I get that to other faculty, and they basically review it. They don't grade it. I'll do the grading on that, but they will review it to make sure that certain assessment goals that we have in these classes for purposes of accreditation and things like that are met. So don't get too stressed about that. Again, they're just going to be doing some checkbox assessment on it, no grades or anything like that. But it's important that you do turn that report to shareholders in kind of as your final in the class. So just 3 more weeks to go, and we will be done. As usual, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please don't hesitate to give me a yell, and we will visit with you again next week. Take care.